Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to another Sci-Fi Creature Feature Sunday. Now today I'm going to be taking a look at 400 Days. Now 400 Days is a 2015 film which runs approximately 91 minutes and also goes by the title 400 Days, The Last Mission. Now this film is written and directed by Matt Osterman, who did Ghost from the Machine. Now this film stars Brandon Routh as Theo. Now he is in a lot of the DC films or DC television series like Arrow, The Flash, and DC Legends of Tomorrow. He was also in Dylan Dog, Dead of Night, which I happen to enjoy, Superman Returns, and Fear Itself. He was in one episode of that series. This also stars the comedian Dane Cook as Dvorak. And he was in Dan in Real Life, Good Luck Chuck, My Best Friend's Girl, and Detention. This has Kathy Lutz as Emily. She was in all of the superhero shows, Arrow, The Flash, and DC's Legends of Tomorrow, along with Brandon Routh. She was also in The Pact 1 and 2. Now, The Pact is one that my friend, Phantom Banshee, mentions a lot, because it's one of his favorite horror movies. And I do like it as well. Now, I've never seen the second one, but I know she has a bit part in that. She was also in The Machine. And rounding out the cast is Ben Feldman as Bug. He was in Friday the 13th Remake, As Above, So Below, and Cloverfield. Now, this is a Sci-Fi Channel movie. As I said before, wasn't really sure what to expect with this one. The plot is basically 4 astronauts are put in a special program. They have to go underground in simulated space atmosphere and live underground for 400 days. And this is kind of an experiment to see how they're going to fare if they, I guess, go up into space. So you have your 4 main characters, Theo, Dvorak, Emily, and Bug, who go underneath the ground in a, kind of like it's almost like a spaceship underground. It's kind of weird. But they all have various things to do in the spaceship. The Brandon Routh character, I believe, is the engineer. The Kathy Lutz character is the medic. Dane Cook is the kind of like the social media sort of guy. And Ben Feldman is kind of just a overall know-it-all, kind of. So it follows them throughout the days. I believe it starts around 26 days later and eventually progresses until we're about 23, I believe. It's either 23 or 24 days away from the end of the program, and something radical happens. Now, as they're underneath the ground, they do feel it's like a big, it's almost like an earthquake. And some of the systems go haywire. Of course, one of the systems is lack of oxygen, which of course can produce delusions and, mood changes, all kinds of stuff. So, naturally, the crew starts seeing things. Is it part of the program? Part of the experiment? Is it lack of oxygen? And the main thing that I didn't tell you is, if they go back up to the surface, they all lose. It's not really a game, but the guy who was in charge of the program said that he would ruin all of their careers. So there's always that. And I'm going to kind of leave it there. There is a lot more to the story, but definitely going to leave it there. Now, a couple interesting things about the film. As I said before, this was a sci-fi movie, and a pretty darn good one at that. Like I said, I wasn't really sure what to expect from this, but I was very pleasantly surprised. And the spacesuits that the astronauts wear are actually motorcycle suits from the company Revit, and they were just modified to look like spacesuits. This is a very, very interesting film, I think. Like I said, I've said this before, wasn't really sure what to expect. Sci-fi movies are kind of hit and miss, but I really enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun. And it's one of those movies that leaves the end open for interpretation. Some people like that, some people don't. I happen to enjoy it in this one because, I could use my imagination and figure out exactly how I wanted the movie to end, or how I thought it should have ended. So, have you seen 400 Days? Definitely comment below and let me know. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.